Yeah, buddy.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another mini episode. It's a mini episode of Deluxe Edition. So here's what's going on today. We're going to watch a video. Casey has always been talking about his wrestling career. And I'm like, you have a wrestling career. What's the career? I want to see what the career is.
You're going to see a short segment of my career here. There are a few of these on YouTube. I don't believe that this one is on YouTube yet. We're going to overlay the video here so that you can watch right along with us. But yeah, my wrestling career, it started out of high school. I knew a guy, Dan Rose, who went to my high school, who was a pro wrestler. He was in the Army, and then he got into pro wrestling. And he came back to one of our football practices one day, and everybody was talking, that's Doomsday Danny Rose, you know. So me and my friend Kelly Murphy found out where Dan lived, and we showed up on his doorstep one day, and he introduced me to two guys named Bad Crew, Paulie and Jake, who were in ECW, which was down in Philadelphia. Yeah, so that's how it all got started. So I paid $3,000 to have Paulie and Jake beat the shit out of me.
Wait a minute. You paid $3,000. Was that like an audition fee?
The training fee. It was like a school, you know?
Training fee, okay.
BC Bumps.
That was the school.
Yeah, Bad Crew Bumps.
So ECW, is that, you know, I know WWF. I know WWE. That's all I know. So how does ECW fit in with the whole kind of world?
There were a lot of small independent promotions throughout the country. And then ECW was one of them, but then they sort of got mainstream. They were like a Philadelphia show. They got some public access time on TV down in Philly, started gaining a lot of momentum. And then actually Vince McMahon ended up buying ECW. So now he owns all the rights to everything that was ever owned by ECW.
Okay. He's trying to buy up the market so he can control the market.
Exactly. Yeah.
Smells a bit like a monopoly.
But
I guess it didn't work because there's still these independent leagues.
There are quite a few independent leagues still around, and now I was telling you before, and I told everyone on the podcast about the AEW that started up, the guys from the Jacksonville Jaguars that own that. So, yeah, there is some competition again for Vince.
All right, so now on the screen here, this is Eastern Wrestling Federation. I can't keep up with all the acronyms. So this is a smaller division of ECW? Is that what you're saying?
No. This was just its own independent promotion. This was Bad Crew, the guys that I trained with. Mm-hmm. This was their promotion, Eastern Wrestling Federation.
Got it. And you guys put matches on, and people would buy tickets and come see you.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, they would run shows every month at the Castle Hill Ballroom up in, I think that was in Bethlehem. Castle Hill Ballroom was in Bethlehem, and then we ran another show at somewhere else. I can't remember. This was 20 years ago.
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. It was Bethlehem, Allentown area. That was their territory, if you will.
All right. So I don't know what we're going to see here. I can't wait. All right. So let's roll it.
All right. All right. You have to turn that volume down a little bit. All right. So the commentators here, we're going to turn the volume down quite a bit. You're not going to be able to hear that too much. But the commentators are Dirty Deeds, Darren Wise, and RC. RC is on the radio up in the Bethlehem area. RC like in the morning.
Is he a morning guy? Yeah. A wacky morning zoo type of guy?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Terrestrial radio. So this was the main event of the night. I got the main event here, Bill. So that's Carolina Jim. He was our announcer. He still announces to this day locally for independent promotions around here, around our area, Reading, Pennsylvania. So my entrance music, Bill, was Eric Clapton's song "Cocaine."
Of course it was. So are you? What's your? Is that you?
That's me.
Oh my God! Look at you. Why do you look little? How do you look little? That's you.
That's
look
me,
at your
buddy.
Hair. Oh, you look like you're the singer for Sublime. Was your character the Grateful Dead? Is that why you were?
Yeah, I was a drug addict.
Yeah.
I was playing myself.
You look like a guy who's doing this for drug money.
A lot of people would joke that I wore the same shit to wrestle that I wore into the building that night.
Man, when I first met you, it looked like that. But we were at a jam band festival. That's where we met. All right, so who's your opponent?
No, that's my partner. I was in a tag team. That's Adam Tude.
Adam Tude.
Adam Tude.
What was your name? Oh, I know what your name was.
Zaackk Lee.
Zaackk Lee. That's pretty good. I like that.
So when they first started announcing me, the guy would go, "This is Zaackk Lee." There was like this old wrestler, Jeff Jarrett, and he would always go, "That's JEFFJARRETT." So like when they came up with the name Zaackk Lee for me, and the guy would introduce me, "This is Zaackk Lee," I would grab the microphone out of his hand because I was a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
And I would say, "That's ZAACKKLEE. Zaackk Lee."
Man, your intros were longer than our show's intro. Who's this Sergeant Slaughter looking guy?
All right, so that's my friend Mike Zellner. He, shout out to him. He has a podcast of his own called Take on the World. But his wrestling name is Martial Law. And he is also a prison guard. So that's where he gets that gimmick from.
Big with the ladies, I just saw.
Yeah. So you can't hear Dirty Deeds, but there were these people that would come to the show called I think their name were the Melvins or something like that.
What? Not the band.
No, or the Mervas. The Marvas or the Mervas. And I think that's one of the people who just hugged Lovebug. And Dirty Deeds said, "You know you're over when you get a hug from Mr. Marva."
I still can't believe that's you. Like, I know as soon as you get up there, you'll look your full size, but you're just so much skinnier. Not that you're a fat guy now in any way, but you're just thinner. You're younger. How old are you?
I just turned 40, Bill.
No. In this.
Oh, this is 2000, so I would have been 20.
Wow.
Just under 20. Not this might be 2001. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you and all of our listeners and viewers. Until I bought some of these DVDs and watched them over, I had no recollection of some of these.
Is it drugs or because you got your head beat up?
Probably both.
Oh, man. Look at this guy.
Like, there's a Summer Spectacular show.
This guy's flexing and he had no muscles.
That's the Love Bug, brother. That's Bob Butts, the Love Bug.
Call him.
Slim Trim 185.
Maybe we call him Love Handles.
That's every woman's fantasy, brother.
Look at him. Why is he doing that? What does that mean?
Every woman's fantasy. The Love Bug. Slim Trim 185.
I don't know what that means, but that man doesn't weigh 185. Nor is he slimmer chip.
That was his gimmick. Because we were in the EWF. He was every woman's fantasy. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it now. This is good writing. All right, so it's a tag team match. You're tagged out.
Yeah, I'm on the apron. This is martial law against Adam Tude. Some stiff shots there.
All right, let's start. Let's start with this. This is one of the reasons wrestling frustrates the fuck out of me. Why are you stomping the ground? To make the punch sound?
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to talk behind the scenes? I mean,
no, we can talk behind the scenes, yeah.
But, like, that's really obvious.
I know, and a lot of guys don't do that. A lot of guys will slap their leg. You'll see me. I was heavy with the foot.
Yeah.
With the foot stomps.
But so was everybody.
Jesus Christ, that's a heavy dude right there. He just strong.
That's a broke back.
There was no help from Adam Tude there whatsoever, and he just got dumped on his fucking face.
Here comes Lovebug. Now, what are the rules here? Why is the ref not saying, hey?
He is. He's counting. They have 5 seconds to get out.
How come you're not jumping in?
3. Because I listen to the rules.
But you're the heel. You're the bad guy. You're supposed to come in with a chair.
I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't that good at I forget what they call it.
The wrestling?
No, I was good at wrestling. I wasn't good at like the story behind it. You know?
Oh my God! That first kick, I think, got him in the jaw.
He was a little stiff. He was a little heavy-handed. I trained with all these guys. Like we all went to the school together. All right, so here I come.
Damn.
See, I was a little.
That guy really punched you in the gut there.
Nah, see, that's
No,
the way
it's all
it's made
fake,
to
huh?
look, buddy. And like I was really good friends with these guys, so like we would say like let's make it look good, like be a little stiffer, you know.
Here goes Love Bug. He's gonna do something. Oh my God, dude! Oh, for fuck's sake! What's your buddy doing on the side? Isn't he? Does he have to stay on his side? Can't he run around and reach his arm out and tag you?
I guess, but that would be breaking the rules.
I'm pretty sure.
Side slam.
Ooh, that's a side slam, huh? When do you do the figure four?
I didn't do the figure four.
I remember being a kid. Somebody knew how to do the figure four. And I'm like, don't you know wrestling's fake? It ain't going to hurt. He did the figure four. But yeah, it hurt so fucking bad. Holy shit.
What's this? Oh, DDT. Watch this. Best leg drop in the business. Oh! Going for the cover. Oh, I was high. You can't cover him on his stomach, you moron. 1, 2. Oh, you got to roll him over.
They called you a mess.
That was part of my gimmick. See, I pinned the guy while he was on his stomach.
Oh, are you supposed to be like the burnout?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I keep fucking up, yeah.
Look at that fucking drop kick, though, bud. Huh?
Can you still do it?
I'm sure I could. I haven't had to do it in 20 years, but...
Could you imagine you get into a fight outside, like in the city, and you're like, oh, shit. Thugs are there, they're going to rob you, and you're like, I got to go back to my training.
Drop kick!
Can you do a drop kick?
Watch this. I always smack him.
Oh, Love Bug's getting just destroyed. Oh.
The psychology of the match. That's what I wasn't good at. So, like...
See, that guy was standing there waiting for it. This is choreographed, right?
Of course.
Okay, but is it choreographed to the point where he poses with an elbow out and the other guy says, okay, I know that this is the move we're going to do? Or is this scripted like an entire routine?
We will talk about it before the show. We'll talk about what we're going to do. Once you get out there and you're in the midst of things, I mean, you forget things. Stuff happens where it goes, you don't, you miss something or something happens where, it's not, there's some fucking weak punches there, boys.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, what was that? Are they actually just really tired, or they
Watch this.
misread their
Ain't
cues?
nobody does this.
What do you do? You're just like, ah!
Watch this. Leg drop on the outside here on the hardwood floor. Ooh, look at that. That's probably why I have back problems today.
And then this guy comes and just fucks you up. Look at that kid sitting there screaming at you. He's into it.
Oh, man.
You ever have anybody in the audience
Dude,
like
my buddy
throw a
used
punch?
to spit in that guy's face.
Holy shit. Did you ever have to stop the match and go, okay, hold on, we got to eject this guy and then
No.
get back to it?
No.
You had to stay doing the show the entire time.
My friend Paulie tells a really good story on my other podcast that we won't mention his name, but
We're still not mentioning that podcast name?
so Adam just did a big dive there onto everyone there. Did you see that, Bill?
Yeah. You're all dead. You're all paralyzed. For my entertainment. I really thank you for this.
So
I can't believe this. You guys, when you said you did it, I was like, okay, this tumbles in the ring. Like, you're out on the floor. How bruised would you be after this?
yeah, I would be hurting. I broke my elbow once during the training.
What if you break a bone during the performance? You gotta stop.
You gotta keep going, buddy.
No way, dude. I've broken more than
Watch
10
this.
bones. Oh, jeez.
I've seen people get concussions and finish.
How?
You have to. The
That
show
is
must
so
go on.
much pain.
The show must go on. Fans are there to see.
How much did a ticket cost?
Like $15 maybe. 10, $15. $15 probably for the first row.
I don't get out of bed for $10,000, anything less than that. So you better gotten paid well.
I would say I got paid $6 for this. And then,
Enough to buy a Band-Aid
and then-
and take care of one.
and then with fuel costs, my drug money and everything, I probably lost about $75. Now watch this. This is called a whoa, up and over into the crowd, into the Melvas.
Those were the Melvins.
The Mervas, or I forget what their names was.
All right, so
That was a Samoan drop. All right, this is not something a guy his size usually does. A senton
Holy
flip.
shit.
Yeah, pretty big, huh?
do you think he
That
didn't
was the
quite do that right? Like he barely got
That was the
flip
first
done.
one that. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to look.
Wow.
Because that's the first one he ever landed. He usually missed those. That was like his thing, that he would get up there and miss them.
Oh my God. So he accidentally got him.
Yeah. No, he got it. That was like Adam said that he would take it.
Jeez, that guy went out like a bowling ball.
That was me.
That was you.
That was me.
Shit's happening too fast.
All right, show's over. We got our ass kicked.
Wow.
What do you think, bud?
All right, so we've always our conversations about this is I can't get into wrestling because I like real competition, but you're like, dude, you're not understanding the art of it. Like, your point is very well played out here. Like, there is an art form to it. There's no doubt that there's an art form. You guys are taking hits. Like, there's no doubt that you guys are. So I see what you like about it.
And I showed you the shit. I showed you the AEW stuff that's going on right now. Right? Like, I showed you Kenny Omega, right? Like, the storylines that these guys are coming up with, it's like, it's a soap opera for men. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching the new show last night, the AEW show, and they're doing this big thing where they're working with another promotion, this Impact Wrestling that's on Access Television. And this, like, Kenny Omega is like, he's the world champion now, and he's like going over the top. He's like getting these like fancy clothes and like these fancy shoes and all this shit, and they're like making it part of the storyline that he's like an arrogant dickhead now,
right?
Because he's like the world champion, you know.
Uh-huh.
And just like the storyline behind everything is just so good. It brings me back to like when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like when I got into wrestling, I stopped watching wrestling. I wasn't into like the storylines of the time. Like Vince McMahon started, in my opinion, just going off the deep end with a lot of shit. If Vince likes it, that's what's going to go on television.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With this, the guy that owns AEW, Tony Khan, he's our age, been a fan of wrestling since he's a small kid. He used to write storylines for wrestling, like a wrestling TV show, like a fantasy show. So like he's using those storylines that he had when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And like they're doing that shit now. And like a lot of the wrestlers are behind the writing. Everything, I guess, has to go through Tony.
He's approving it
to get, yeah, but they're behind a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not coming up with word for word everything that they have to say.
Right.
Like, WWF is 100% scripted. Vince, everything, like, they have a staff of writers.
Right.
Like,
it's not scripted by the actual performers.
Which takes away from you, because as an independent wrestler, you build your character for years and years and years trying to make it to that big next stage, you know what I mean? And then to get there, to get to that stage, and then to have Vince McMahon say, no, we want you to put this stupid fucking cape on and a mask. It's like, well, you're taking away my personality that
Makes
I
sense.
just built for the last 15 years, you know?
No, he's like, look, you can do whatever you want. You're an artist. I'm the fucking record company. It's just like they do with music. Like, I don't care who you are. This is how I want you to be.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Zaackk Lee.
All right. That was great.
Yeah, man. So I hope we hope you all enjoyed that. There will be more of these. We're not sure what we're going to call them yet, but if you want, you can go on YouTube and find some more matches. Just type in Zaackk Lee. That's ZAACKKLEE. Zaackk Lee.